Jumbo, everybody. This is Nate Davis, and Jumbo means hello in Swahili, which they say a lot in Tanzania. So, and they're probably wondering, what is this? This flag right here is right here. And you're probably wondering, what does Trek for TEF mean? It means Trek for the Elisha Foundation. And this is a disability charity in Bend, Oregon. And our goal was to go to Africa to go up Kilimanjaro. And the group that I met, the people that we came with was from California, Oregon, and there was one guy from South Africa. So we ended up meeting them at a hotel, and then the next day we went up Kilimanjaro, and it was difficult. It was so hard. It really surprised me. I thought I could do this and it would be nothing for me, and it was just hard. Like, the roads were dusty. You get dust all over your face, all over your clothes. And also, and I forgot to mention too, also on your backpack too, like your equipment would get dusty too. And our guides kept saying to us constantly, "Pole, pole," which means slowly, slowly in Swahili. Like when you're walking, you would take like this. You'd walk like this. And you're just like, man, I just want to go fast. You know what I mean? You just want to go fast. So then. Like, I got to 15,000 feet, and I just couldn't go any further. I got altitude sickness, and I said, I'm done. So I went back down, and one of the guides went with me. His name was Simon. Took me back down the mountain, and then he took me back to the hotel, and I watched and I stayed at the hotel, and I watched the World Cup, which was one bright side of it. I got to see the final and all that, and then So then after that, he showed me around Moshi. He showed me where he lived, and I saw markets, and also I saw a lot of people selling stuff on the streets, and they'd ask you to buy stuff from them, and you're like, no thank you, no thank you, no thank you, and they were really friendly towards towards people who were not from who were from the tourists. They would say to you they say Hakuna Matata. They'd say Asante Sana. They would also say and Karibu, which Asante Sana means thank you very much. Karibu means welcome, and Hakuna Matata means no worries, from the Lion King. And then I thought the orphanage I went to was really a great place to go to, but it was also sad at the same time because these kids were suffering, going through really hardship. They had their parents abandon them, and these people in the orphanage took care of them. And these kids didn't have really good clothes or really good shoes or anything, and it made you really appreciate what you have back home in the States. And whenever you would go in, they would be really happy to see you. They'd be like, oh man, they'd be like Jumbo, and give you like a big hug, and we also played with them too. And then the Maasai, they're a tribe in Africa, and they're very and they wear really traditional clothes. And they also they also do their tribal dances, and then you know what they did? We went to see their tribe, and we got to wear their clothes. We also got to do a dance with them too, and here's what you do: you walk in a line with them, and you walk in line with them, and you walk with them, and then they're like ah, 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 and they're calling other people in the tribe to come meet. It's like a gathering. And other people would just stop what they're doing, and they get in the line, they walk with you, and then after that they get to a place, to the place where they had their tribal dance, and you would just and then you'd be you get with them, and then you get into a circle like and then two people would get in the middle, and they'd be like jumping like this, like that, and they would just get so into it, and they were and it was really fun. I had a great time, and then they also showed us how they made fire. They take like a stick and I forget what they did, but they took like a stick and they'd rub it with their hand, and they'd like put something under it, like a stone or a straw or something, and they'd be like, ooh, and make a fire. And then also seeing their huts too. Their huts were small. Like there's no way, if you're a tall person, it'd be hard for you to get in there, because you'd have to duck really low. You have to duck really low, and you're just like, man, I like this is just so small for me. And also it was really dark in there too, and dusty in the huts too. And then also that there was a school run by two Americans at that Maasai tribe called the O'Brien School for the Maasai, and they taught these kids English, and it was a really good school. So then the next part is the safari. The safari was fun. I went on the Serengeti, and it was really fun. I had a really good time. I almost saw the big five, because the big five is a water buffalo, a leopard, a rhino, and a lion, an elephant. Yeah, an elephant. Yeah. Sorry, I hard time remembering. I don't remember. And then but I didn't see a rhino. I saw the other animals, but a rhino. And I was like hoping to see a rhino, but you know what? It's okay. You know what I mean? I still had a great time, and I got to see a cheetah. So that was a big thumbs up right there. Got to see a cheetah. Mom.
I'm sorry.
Yes. And then we stayed in tents and cabins where like we were in a camp, and the animals could get into our camp, so you had to walk to your tent with somebody. And then unfortunately I kind of forgot to walk with somebody to the tent, so that was, and it was just like, and I walked, and then all of a sudden like I got pretty chewed out by two of my buddies right there, saying, why'd you walk by yourself? Like, I just forgot. And they're like, what would you do if a lion came at you? Or might ask the same guy, I'd be like, well, you're screwed. Like, and I saw, and I could hear the animal, and I could hear the animals at night, and while I was sleeping in my tent. And some people would be like, man, is that pretty scary to have animals in your tent at night? I'm like, no, man, it's scary, but it's also cool at the same time. So
the stars.
What?
The stars.
Oh, the stars. I forgot to mention that too. Also in the camp, I stayed in the Kilimanjaro thing. I forgot to mention this. I looked up in the sky and I'd see really nice stars in the sky, and it was just really amazing seeing the stars and just being like, wow, like you're probably never gonna be able to see something like this. And I thought it was really amazing. And then for my closer, I appreciate everyone who supported the trip of a lifetime. Thank you so much.